Hey guys, it's Aliana, and I am just coming on here and introducing myself really with this channel. As you can tell by the title, this is my starting journey of becoming a fashion designer. I'm currently enrolled with SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design. I'm going to the Atlanta campus. They're based out of Savannah, Georgia, but I will be going to Atlanta because it is closer to where I am. I'm not going to be staying in a dorm. I didn't really go your traditional route. I will basically discuss where I am coming from. I feel like a lot of the videos that I have watched and I see that are posted are new freshman students, new to college, either like right out of high school or I've never gone to college. For me, I already kind of know, I'm very familiar with the college environment and experience because I've gone to a community college, I've gone to another university, I've done online college, so my story kind of is all over the place right now, and I really just want to document it, and I feel like YouTube is the best way to do it for me to look back at my progress and everything. So thank you all for watching, and I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. So basically, right out of high school, I did a community college, and then after the community college, I toured art schools around me. I was living in Missouri, and so there was a really big art institute in Kansas City. Gorgeous campus and everything, but I still wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to go to school for, and I didn't know if it was fashion or other art degree because I've always been very crafty and artsy, and I feel like I have a very creative mind. But instead, I joined the military, so I did 4 years in the military. I got out last year, and I went to a college, a local university to me. They offered a fashion program, and the professor there was absolutely amazing. I loved her. However, I did a year there. I did 2 semesters, and I felt like if I want to, really pursue this career, then I feel like there's another college out there that will offer me more opportunity. I felt like the classes were a little slow just because there was only one professor and there would be like 17 students, and we would all be learning, how to make a pattern or how to drape. And it was just very difficult for her to go to each one of the students and help them and guide them. And I just felt like it was very slow paced, and I needed something that was a little bit faster paced, honestly. I am a very fast paced person. So I did a lot of research on SCAD, and they are a pretty well-known art institute. They've got a couple of campuses. Obviously the Savannah one, Atlanta one, they've got one in Lacoste, France, and I think they have one in Hong Kong, I had heard. And then they also do it online as well, but I don't really know how the online programs work. It's probably only for specific degrees. But the Atlanta one, I'm going to be commuting to because I don't really need to stay in a dorm. I'm married, so I have a house and a husband and 2 dogs and a cat, so I will not be staying in their dorms. Their dorms look phenomenal though, honestly, but I mean, the whole campus looks just insanely beautiful. So I really haven't gone the traditional route. It is quite different. A lot of my credits did transfer. Every college, I've gone to a few. I've gone to a community college in Missouri. I took some online classes when I was in the military at Kennesaw State University. I went to Brenau University, and every college takes in degrees differently, and they'll put it in different categories. One degree might fall into like a humanities, but then another college will take it as like an elective, So with SCAD, basically, they took in a lot of my credits. Some of them didn't transfer over, but since I did have a few fashion courses already, I had to submit a portfolio, and basically with the portfolio, you have to send in pictures of what you have done and stuff, and so I submitted. Luckily, I had to take pictures on a lot of my projects, so I already had photos of them. And so I uploaded them there, and then they basically review your portfolio. It could take a couple weeks. So once that they've reviewed it, then they will, either tell you like these courses got approved and these ones didn't, so you're gonna have to take it again. So I got a few approved, which I'm fine as long as I at least got, a couple, because if not, then I felt like it would have been a waste of a year. But for people that are on here wondering how the GI Bill works, with SCAD, it was awesome because I am 100% eligible with the GI Bill because I was active duty for 4 years, and they do the Yellow Ribbon program, and I know not all colleges do. You could go on the VA website to see what colleges do the Yellow Ribbon program, and many times I just feel like the program is a discount off of tuition, but the awesome part about SCAD is with the Yellow Ribbon program, you get 100% of your tuition covered. And that is if you are 100% eligible with your GI Bill, and also you have to have, remaining months. So if you are out of your GI Bill, you've already used up the months, then I don't think that they will do 100% tuition taken off. They might give you some sort of scholarship or some discount, but I'm not too sure. If you have any questions, do not rely on me. This is just my experience so far. So I've got my tuition covered. I have FAFSA as well helping, and also my GPA that's transferred with me. I got a scholarship for that. So there are ways that you can get, funding for a place like SCAD. I know that SCAD is a very expensive school. They also offer a lot of scholarships, so I would always, look into that to see even if you want to go but you don't even think you can go. Application fee is $100. You can put in an application and see if you get it or not. They based mine off of my credits from previous colleges and my GPA, so I did not submit a portfolio or anything. I didn't even have to submit my high school transcript just because I've been out of high school for so long and I had a lot of college under my belt. I've got my associates in arts already, so I think that also kind of helped. So I'm not too sure what the process is. If you don't really have any background experience or anything, they might make you submit a portfolio, or it'd be a really good thing. You can also submit reference letters from people as well, so that would probably help you. But a big kicker is once you do apply and you get approved, then you have to pay for a enrollment fee, and that's $500. Luckily, thankfully in my position, the GI Bill will cover that, so you have to pay it initially and then you'll kind of get reimbursed for it. The GI Bill will end up covering it. However, if you don't have that military benefits, then I'm not sure, like if you get a scholarship, they might cover that. I'm not too sure. You'd have to ask the admissions. But long story short, so I'm finally enrolled, and I kind of go back and forth with the advisor, the transfer advisor. I am a very hands-on person. I'm also very methodical whenever I do certain things. College isn't very new for me. They do pick your courses for the first semester, and they go by quarter semesters. So the courses are only 10 weeks long, and with that, they only allow you to take 3 classes at a time. I think maybe I asked the advisor to see if I could take more, but she said that, do my first year, kind of feel it out myself, and then also if I get good grades, I could possibly talk to the director, but I'm sure they do it for a reason, so I will definitely give you guys an update on kind of coursework to see if there is probably a reason why they do that or not. But I have gotten my schedule made, and this semester I will be taking business fundamentals, sketching and drawing, and color context. So those are the 3 classes I'll be taking, and it will be Monday through Thursday. So 2 classes on Monday, Wednesday, and then 1 class on Tuesday, Thursdays. And I know the drive's gonna suck. It's going to be, especially Atlanta morning traffic or even after work traffic. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but it sucks a lot. I used to have to do that whenever I was in the military, but it's fine. It's a whole different ballgame, and I really truly feel like it's going to be worth it at the end. So I'm very excited to start this journey and kind of just document it and see it all the way through. If you guys have any questions for me, then please feel free to leave it down below. I will also link my social media down as well. This summer is a summer just filled of sewing projects, so I have created a lot of things over the summer just while I wait to start school back up, and a lot of them are upcycling and flipping things. So if you guys are into that kind of stuff, then please go check it out. Here are some projects that I have been working on. I'll just put some of the photos up here, and then also I'll link my TikTok as well and my Instagram. I'm excited to start this journey, and I will come back on here and let you know how my first week goes. It starts next week. So I am super excited, and yeah, thank you all for joining me.